Good morning, YouTube. How is everybody on this cold morning? I think it's the 17th of January, I think, Saturday. I wanted to bring you out here today since I had the opportunity and show you this. Check this out. And you can see what the trails are like coming up here. Okay, it's not real bad. It's a little bit snowy. There's an inch or two up here, something like that. And how beautiful is that? This is Williamson, West Virginia, by the way. This is the top of Death Rock, it's called. Hopefully we won't go too far. It's a little slippery. Check that out. Now, is that not beautiful or what? I was going to do this as our very first YouTube live, and I get up here and open YouTube app and click on live, go live, and I get a message saying that I can activate the lives and I can go live in 24 hours, but not now. So luckily I had the GoPro with me, so I figured I'd just do it this way. We'll just record it for you. Check that out. Is that not beautiful? It's my hometown. Grew up right over there. Beautiful place, isn't it? Just missed there was a big freight train. You can see it right there moving down. He was probably, I don't know, a couple miles long, mile or two long. Came through just a minute ago. I was trying to catch him, but by the time I got, figured out that YouTube isn't going to work, he's about gone. I grabbed the camera and tried to catch him. Spectacular, isn't it? I can tell you stories about this place all day long. We've been coming up here since I was a little bitty kid. We used to camp out right there. It's a famous tourist attraction. Well, not famous, semi-famous tourist attraction, for the view. But they have these almost heaven signs, or gates, I should say. Hang on, let me show you. Get on the other side where you can see it. You can come up here and, take pictures, that sort of thing, with the view in the background, almost heaven, that kind of thing. And they have, they just put these up this past summer. They have a little shelf where you can put your phone there and take pictures, that sort of thing. Or if you scan the little code right there with your phone, it'll give you the locations of the other 8. There's 9 of these in the state of West Virginia. These almost heaven gates. Let me get back here where you can see it a little bit. But there's 9 of them in the state. They just did this this past summer. I think June, something like that, July. But the trail, the trail used to be really bad years ago, until this year, They just added this to the trail system. Trail 36 and 37. They just added these. This used to be from down there. You have that first switchback, another switchback right there, another switchback right there. From that first one, used to be really bad, really rutted, rocky. I mean, just real bad shape. Y'all know who Tony Moran is? I don't know if you've ever heard the name before. It's remember Joni Moran from Happy Days? It's actually her brother, Tony Moran. He was Michael Myers in Halloween, in the movie Halloween. He was the angel-faced Michael Myers. But anyhow, the town, we hired him a few years back for a little thing we do for Halloween called Spook Fest. And I brought Michael Myers up here to Death Rock. He wanted to go, sure, yeah, we'll take you out riding. Anyhow, I brought him up here. I scared Michael Myers, y'all. How many people can say that? I scared Michael Myers. But like I said, we used to, when I was little, we used to camp up here. When I was a little kid, like I said, we lived, I can show you actually, we lived right down over there, matter of fact. And I used to come up here. You know how back in the day, or how you see this stuff on TV nowadays about Survivor Man, stuff like that. You know, we'd come up here when we were little kids, well, hillbilly kids, you know how that is. We'd come up here and we'd stay 3 or 4 days out hunting ginseng, bloodroot, stuff like that. And we'd stay 3 or 4 days and we'd just have us a little campfire right there. Mom, she only had one rule. She said, as long as I look up there and I see smoke from a campfire, I don't call the cops. Are we clear? So that was our only rule. When we come up here, we had to keep a fire going right there so that Mom would know that we were safe, that we were okay. What we were doing that she didn't know, you know how that is. You never tell your parents everything, right? What we would do, you see that tree right there, that dead tree? There's a path that goes down right there by that dead tree, and you go out there. Hang on, let me get down here where you can see it. You can see a little bit better. You go down there by that dead tree, and you can see there's a little path that goes right down through there. You get down there, there's a little cave called 3-Man Cave. My cousins and I, when we were little kids, we used to camp out in that cave. This was our view from our little campsite. We used to camp down there all the time. You know, just little hillbilly kids out having fun. We'd run the woods and all that stuff. If we got too far out, goofing off, we'd just jump on a train and ride the train back to town. Man, we were all over this place. Good memories, ain't it? We burnt this place up. Home sweet home. But I'm gonna hit a couple cool spots real quick on the way back. Like I said, I just figured I'd bring y'all out here, had the opportunity. Thought I'd bring y'all up here and show y'all this place. It's absolutely beautiful. Wintertime, summertime is pretty, you know, it gets a lot of tourists in the summertime, you know, when everything's all green and pretty. I like all seasons. I think that is absolutely stunning. I think that's beautiful. Now, it's a little bit cold, but there's ways around that. I'm actually cheating today. I've got boot inserts. I've got them on low. Got a heated vest underneath my coveralls and an electric heated coat over top of that. But I got the vest on low. I don't have anything else even on. I think I got the boots on low. But it's not that cold. It's about 30, something like that. It's not that cold. But man, that sure is beautiful, isn't it? Alright, let's go see if we can't find something else pretty. Take you down through town too in a little while. Anyhow, alright, let's go get back in the side by side. Head on out a little bit. Figured I'd show you some of the trails. Check this out. That's the one going up to Death Rock. It's right out there. Check this out. They're not that bad, but they're a little bit slippery. We're starting to thaw, starting to melt a little bit. It's a little bit wet. section's steeper than it looks. Not real bad, but you know. You know. My tracks are the only ones I see. Down in the distance there. I've gotten firewood here before in the winter, and this side-by-side, as a matter of fact. Most people don't know it. These things are actually, side-by-sides are actually safer in frozen conditions than they are in muddy conditions. Frozen, everything's packed, solid. A lot easier. Just cold, that's all. I guess if you're from up north, 30 degrees probably sounds kind of balmy. Where I used to live, right down there. Beautiful, isn't it? I could tell you stories about just about every inch of this trail. Something happened here at some point. Our dog got lost, Cherry Bear. Trail riders found her right about there, about 100 yards behind me. I'll tell you stories about every inch of this place. I had some trail riders once. I made a joke that they could flip over a rock, and I'd show them which rock they flipped over. They replied on my message that night that they'd flipped over a rock for me to go find it. I went and took pictures the next day of 2 rocks that I thought might be theirs. I posted the 2 rocks. His only reply was, "Holy shit." Excuse me. That was what he said. I asked him, "Was one of those your rock?" He says, "No," or "Yes." He said, "We turned over 2 rocks trying to trick you. You found both of them." Good to know where you're going. Every mud hole on this place. Look how pretty that is. closer. Tell me that don't look like fun. It is. Puddle frozen back over. I just crashed through that a little while ago. It's frozen back over. Downhill. Check this one out. Hole. Rock. Ditch. Little play spot. That's where one of the new ones goes up over there. There's a real pretty spot right over there. It's a big mud puddle, I know, but it still looks cool. Check this spot out. How pretty is this little place? Looks nice, doesn't it? That's a really cool spot to play. And there's the trail going up. That's when we just came down over there. Figured I'd make a stop at a couple of the more picturesque spots on the way back home. And Can-Am sitting over there. This is the old Williamson Memorial Hospital. It looks like it's haunted, and it's said to be haunted. Okay, there's all kinds of stories about this place. A lot of the historical figures that we mentioned in our videos were actually brought here. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I just thought I'd stop there for a second, show you that. I wanted to show you the view. Check this. Should be real pretty. Nice view of the town from up here. Take a look at that. The old high school. Pretty, isn't it? Up there's where we were earlier. Death Rock is up there. Very picturesque little town, isn't it? It's a cool little town too. Williamson's actually a cool little place. The whole town, the whole area is. You know, all the towns, they're just all about fun and recreation and stuff like that. And you know, it's just all sort of festive atmosphere year round. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but it sort of is like that here. It's almost like it's Christmas every day, just about. It's a really cool place. I bring a lot of trail riders and stuff. They'll come down here and see this area. You know, you hear all the stories, you know, about West Virginia and unemployment and, you know, the squeal like a pig, that was actually Georgia, by the way. That wasn't us. We didn't touch Ned Beatty. That was Georgia. Just saying. But like I said, the whole place, you know, it has a reputation that it doesn't deserve. It really does. You know, I've done a little bit of traveling, and I can tell you that this place is paradise. This whole area, compared to a lot of the places I've seen, this is paradise. It really is. Nobody bothers you here. You can do what you want. Nobody cares. They're busy, you know, having fun. They're busy having fun themselves. They're busy doing their own thing. So that's why it's so cool living here. And you get views like this. And you have days like today is my day off. You know, just goofing off. You do stuff like this, just goofing off. How cool is that? Alright, next. Figure next we'll go down, way down in the river valley. Done been to the top of the mountain, we'll go down in the river valley and see what the river looks like frozen. Alright, see y'all in a few. From the mountain top to the river below. Pretty little spot down here too. Unbelievable fishing in there. You can slay them. Nobody knows about it. Most people don't even know about this spot. Right here in town too. Thought I'd bring y'all down here and show y'all this. So, you know, this is the water plant. Water treatment plants down here. But I figured I'd bring y'all down here and show y'all this. Check that out. You can go, there's a walkway. You can go down through here, down behind the flood wall, fish and, you know, river access, that kind of thing. They're working on putting in a river trail here. Canoes that you can put in certain spots and come all the way down, and it's considered a river trail. That's one of the last obstacles right there, is that's a little Lowhead Dam for the water department. And that's one of the last obstacles that they're going to have to deal with right there. They get that done, I think, as far as last I heard, they get that done, they're ready to go with the water trail. But thought I'd bring y'all down here and show y'all this. You can come down in here when the water's summertime, when late summer, when the smallmouth, after they spawn, that kind of thing. You can get out there in the shallows with a little, it's called a bluegill special, something like that, just a small bug. And you can get out there and absolutely slaughter the smallmouth bass, just wading in it. I mean, it's just tons of fun. Stuff we used to do as kids. You know, get out there on inner tubes and play and carry on. Miss those days, don't you? Of course, I don't know if I'd be floating around on the inner tube today much. A little bit too cool for that. Alright, so I'm gonna pack it all back in, head for the house. I just thought I'd bring y'all up Death Rock, really, is what I wanted to show you.